says to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on Arafat, he says, Ya Rabb, ma ana wa ma khatari. Ya Allah. He says, Oh Allah, what am I? Who am I? And what is my dangerous position of this self I have? Imam Hussein is asking. We want to identify ourselves by something that was the conclusion of his act, yet we don't even know who our Imam is. I swear to you, we don't know who our Imam is. I tell people, you cry for Imam Hussein is crying for you. When do we wake up to respect Hussein for what he didn't he do enough? How much more do you want him to do? We'll just keep on singing and reciting his name, I'm sorry, and make fun of ourselves as Shia in front of the whole world. But we won't ask ourselves who Hussein was. Hussein said to Allah, Ma ana wa ma khatari ya Rab. He says, who am I? Hussein is asking, who am I? When have we asked, who am I? Have we ever in our lives asked, who am I? I've lived half of my life. Maybe my life will end tomorrow. Have I asked, who am I? Shouldn't I be asking this question? Oh no, I can live my life without, I just have to sing Hussein's name. No, get your act together. I need to get my act together. Because this can't go on. Today we have the opportunity, we're young, to change. Tomorrow is late. Tomorrow you can't become the follower of Hussein. You can only become pretender. A pretender. A fake pretender who is hypocritical within inside him. Within him is hypocrisy. Imam fought against this. He fought, he gave everything for this. The war he fought inside is the war we need to fight inside. It's to get out of this crowd of this fake identity and go to that pure identity. Haven't you seen the Kaaba, how it stays stationary and there's a crowd of people around it? This is the world. But that pure essence and tranquility, sublime pureness, oneness of Allah remains there, unchanged. No matter how much those people make a groan and a rush and havoc, the Kaaba will remain. And then ask ourselves, isn't the Imam mathalul imami mathalul Kaaba? The parable of the Imam is a parable of the Kaaba. And then ask ourselves another thing. Isn't there also a hadith which says, Al-qalbu bil-jasad kamanzilati al-Ka'bati bin-nas? To paraphrase. That the position of the heart to the body is like the Kaaba to the people. The people come to the Kaaba. The limbs and our human facets should also come running to the heart. Because when you know exactly what rush there is in this heart of rubbish, you couldn't stand 1 minute, but you would war against this rush to kill it, to cut its reins totally, to set yourself free from this. That's what you would do. So it starts by this. Henry Ford could think of it, why can't we think of it? We've been given this. There's many people maybe agreeing with what I'm saying, but you know how many act upon it? Just look around, you find out. Look around, you find out. This is the Imam, he asked this question to Allah, and this is why he achieved what he achieved. Who am I? And then he says, what? وَمَا خَطَرِي. Imam Ma'soom is saying to Allah, he wasn't just teaching us a lesson, he was speaking from a hal. He was speaking from a hal means he was speaking from truth. Imam doesn't pretend in front of me and you. He was pure under the eyes, under the glance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on Arafat. This is Dua Arafat. Saying to Allah that this is the risk of what I am, of what I'm capable of doing. And look at the conclusion he comes with. Then he says in another dua to Allah, in the same dua, he says, Ilahi dhulli zahirun bayna yadayk. He says, oh Allah, my humility is apparent in front of your hand, in front of you. We want to know our identities is this. Ilahi dhulli zahirun bayna yadik. This is my humbleness and my humility. My humiliation is that what I see apparent when I stand in front of you. Isn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the identifier who you want to identify you? Who will identify you after your corpse ceases to exist? Is there any other? Then Imam says, وَهَذَا حَالِي لَا يَخْفَى عَلَيْكَ. He says, oh Allah, this is my hal, this is my state, and it's not hidden from you, Allah. Have we ever once in the night sought to sit, ask ourselves what this rush is within, and then tell Allah, Ilahi, هَذَا ذُلِّي ظَاهِرٌ بَيْنَ يَدَيْكَ. Oh Allah, this is the humbleness and humiliation that sits in front of you. Oh Allah, this is my state. I have at least been a bit truthful with myself. Now, no, this is my state. Allah, I can't change it. I know that the world is how it is. I know how I'm affected by what I'm affected by. But Allah, now just accept me. This is what I am. This is what's inside me. هَذَا حَالِي لَا يَخْفَى عَلَيْكَ. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who says, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ عَلَى نَفْسِهِ بَصِيرًا. Allah promises that man, surely he knows exactly what he's about. This is man. And Imam is the one who acts upon this then. And then maybe after doing this enough, and know that consistency is that which will get the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because consistency is that which will get both you and both me into the fold of Allah's pleasure. Allah doesn't want to see how much you jumpstart in one night. He wants to see, does this believer, does this abd of mine, I'm a creation of Allah, does this abd of mine believe that I'm looking at him every night, he sits on his own in his corner? Does he believe that I love to see him just sit there and be with me, just be with me? Does he believe that I love to see him like that? Whether he knows what to say or not what to say, just that he accepts the truth of what is inside him, and just he sits there wanting 5 minutes, brothers and sisters, 5 minutes. I swear this is the only way. The only way to sit down with the self and to know that this is the way that Imams wanted for me and you. They had to give all this. And then maybe we'll reach a stage that Imam Ali alayhi salam could appreciate these words when he says to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أَنْتَ الْمَوْلَى وَأَنَا الْعَابِدُ. Hence this is the identity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you appreciate that if I'm so humble and humiliated in myself, incapable, ignorant, not knowing where I'm going, what I'm doing, who's controlling me, then I admit the fact that for such a person only Allah can be the one to get me free from this. And then I choose that I want to be the servant of this Lord, of this Master, who's the Master who loves me, who's loved me from day one, who will love me when I die, who loves to see me take some time out to be with him. أنت المولى وأنا العبد أنت الغني وأنا الفقير. Oh Allah, you are the rich, and you've made me poor so I can ask for you. أنت القوي وأنا الضعيف. Oh Allah, you, I know this nafs, but you are the all strong, and Allah, this is the all weak one sitting in